Hi, my name is Dr. James Chodosh. I work at the Massachusetts Eye and Ear Infirmary, Harvard Medical School in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm a clinician scientist studying the virus that causes pink eye, which is the most common eye infection. It's called an adenovirus. We particularly obtained ARRA funding to study the genomics of adenoviruses. There are now 55 known human adenoviruses, and about 20 of those viruses have not been fully sequenced or analyzed. We study a variety of things related to adenovirus, but particularly ARRA funding has helped us with sequencing the virus. Just as importantly, ARRA funding has helped us to hire and maintain current employees who otherwise would have lost their positions or would not have a position. The grant that ARRA funded me actually funds 4 laboratories across the country. One in Virginia, one in Oklahoma, and one in Southern California. And these laboratories all do various parts of the project. ARRA funding has allowed us to retain graduate students, hire postdoctoral fellows, and technicians, as well as, in one case, a full-time scientist. There are 4 labs funded by our research, as I mentioned. In one of these labs, the focus is on bioinformatics, which is the computer-based analysis of genomics. It's a computer-based analysis of at the actual nucleotide and protein level of how viruses differ and are similar to one another. In that laboratory, which is principally a student-run laboratory, the graduate students were having to take part-time jobs at their local fast food place in order to fund their living expenses while in graduate school. It's a university where there are no stipends. The ARRA funding allowed us to provide stipends to those graduate students so that they could finish their graduate work. One is already headed off the grant to a postdoctoral fellowship in a major laboratory, and we think will have a very successful career. It appeared to me that in the absence of ARRA funding that this individual might have been lost to science. So it's been a tremendously helpful thing both to our science and to our students and younger scientists. One of the developments that through ARRA funding we've been able to identify is the emergence of new viruses. These are viruses that have recombined from co-infection with 2 viruses in the same patient. And these new viruses can be lethal. They have killed human beings as well as caused serious eye disease. And through our research funded by ARRA, we will be able to predict the development of new adenoviruses and identify much more quickly what these viruses are. We're hopeful that as we have the entire spectrum of adenovirus genomics, that we can use that to identify novel areas within the adenoviral genome that are associated with disease, with particular diseases. For example, the parts of the genome that are associated particularly with serious eye disease are not known but are emerging from our research. So ARRA funding is responsible for all of that.